Hey y'all, welcome to my video. So project number one today, I chose Krista's Crafty Life, and this is her project that she created, and today I'm going to recreate something similar to what she did, but in my own way. So I have these tags from the Dollar Tree here, and I'm going to go ahead and take off the twine that come on these, and I was struggling here, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. I literally had to pull it. And I'm going to do mine a little bit different than hers. I have this white here. I'm not too crazy about it. I need to find some Waverly as soon as this is done. I just don't care for this white. It doesn't go on very thick. It's very thin. Yeah, so folk art, get your paint a little thicker because it's too thin. It doesn't even seem like chalk paint to me unless you do like 5 coats of it. Okay, so I'm just doing like a little dry brush here with this paintbrush over top of one of these tags, and I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to leave it just like this with like that dry brush effect here and like expose some of the black on the tag like so. And then when you get to the edges, you kind of just make sure that you want to just fan it out and not get it all around the sides. Okay, that's it for that part. And then I am going to dry this up just a little bit so I don't make a mess of myself. So today, you guys, I joined a collaboration with some wonderful people, and I will tell you a little bit about that here shortly. I'm going to use this chicken wire ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby here and trim it down like so. Just trim it up. And then I'm just literally going to fold it around the tag like this. And be careful you don't poke yourself. And it looks good to me. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this Farmhouse ribbon. At first I was thinking about going like this all the way around, and I ended up cutting those, so I kind of wished I didn't cut it because I didn't end up doing that. But I don't waste ribbon, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to use this all later. And then I changed my mind. Because that's what I do. Okay, so I have these 2 pieces left over from a previous DIY that I did with some Farmhouse, and I am going to have that at the end of the video, and I will link that down in my description box so you can go watch that Farmhouse video that I created using this fabric, and then I had, like I said, the pieces left over. So here is when I just moved on from the other tag to this tag, and I'm kind of glad I did and didn't glue those down because I wouldn't have liked where I put the buffalo plaid. So here I'm just trying to stretch it out a little bit, and I was like, maybe not. I'm just like going through the emotions here. I like this little frayed look around this. Okay, so this is some brown burlap. That's kind of a hot mess here. I had this little piece just already cut off. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do this here. Now, I will say I don't show you, I don't think, in the video of me trimming the brown completely almost off to where it's just a border around there. But you'll see that here later, how it looks different than when I glue it down here, because see how there's a bunch of brown to the right and the left. I end up trimming that actually down to where it's just a border around that little fabric piece. And that fabric piece come from the Dollar Tree. So did this tag. So did this ribbon here. The brown burlap, I'm not exactly sure where that came from, so I'm sorry about that. And here I am just playing around, trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to do with this thing. And then this is where I decided that, I don't think this is going to look good with that and that like that. So here is where I was like, okay, I know what I'm going to do now. We're just going to cut off little pieces and cover those pokies because we don't want nobody to get hurt, right? Like so. And I just use my hot glue gun to adhere all these pieces down to this tag here, like so. And that is very hot glue. I have a high temperature hot glue, so it still like to come out a little bit around the edges and burn my fingers, of course. So you guys will have to let me know what you think about this DIY, and I will have Krista's linked down in my description box so you guys can go watch hers and how she made hers. I like that she used the beads on hers. I do have those beads as well in my stash, but I decided to just use that leftover piece of fabric that I had so I could just try to use up all of that instead of using beads. There is one thing I do wish I kind of sort of would have done with these is put a felt backing on the back of these. I didn't think about that until afterwards. So I may actually rip these off, put the felt backing on, and then re-glue it back down to itself. I probably should have took off that tag right there, and I did not. So I'm probably going to rip it off, add the felt to the back, and make it look more high-end. That way if I do ever sell stuff, it'll be ready to go and very high-end looking. So here I am trying to figure out how am I going to hold this sucker down and glue this down. And I actually did pretty well here, so I'm pretty proud of myself. It didn't even burn my finger or anything. Okay, so this is what it's looking like, and after a while of me looking at it, I really did not like that brown right there. But like I said, you'll see it later where it's not there. I kind of just trimmed around and made it just like a border. So what do you think so far? I really think it's cute. Here's where I'm going to go ahead and add that little fabric strip for a hanger. Like this. This is super cute, you guys. I really loved hers too. She did some cute little pinstripes on hers with some paint. But like I said, I don't have the good bright white paint. I just have this, like, I don't know, this blue. It looks blue to me. Call me crazy, I guess. Okay, so we got this down like this and all pretty. Now, I didn't like that top corner up there, so I decided to add some sunflowers right up in the top and then one down at the bottom there on that that wire. But I love these sunflowers, you guys. I did get them from Tiamu and I'm almost out of them. I've almost used that entire bag. They're super cute. Okay, so let's talk about recreation, inspiration. My friend Amanda and Crafty Art Shack have this every month, and the theme changes. This time it's anything goes. So that was a happy moment for me, so I can do some farmhouse stuff. So this is Amanda's channel. You'll have to go check her out. She's absolutely amazing, and I'll have her linked down in my description box so you guys can have a direct link to her channel. The same with Charlene. She's an amazing crafter. I absolutely love her. She's so bubbly and her personality is amazing. I like her little bloopers that she has at the end of her channel. And then this is my channel, which you guys are already here, but I was asked to be a host today, so thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. So project number 2, I picked out one of my really good friends, Jackie from Crafting in Mimi's World. She is the most sweetest crafter I've ever come across, and she has welcomed me so much. So I picked her craft today. I thought it was adorable, and I was like, I have this little jar. I only had 1 jar, so I didn't get to make 3 like she did, but I just looked at it and saw a milk can. I don't know why I saw a milk can and she saw a pretty little vase, but that's how it goes with us crafters. We just get these wonderful inspirations, and this is why we do this inspiration videos, because we do get inspired by other crafters, and it's very important to give them some credit when credit's due, right? So I'm just using some tumbling tower blocks. Mine are actually the big ones from Five Below. I believe Jackie used the tiny ones in her video. I absolutely cannot remember because my memory is not the greatest these days. But I do remember seeing this and had to recreate it. I have done something like this in the past on my channel, which I will also link my little Jenga block stuff that I did with these little Jenga blocks, but in a different way. Sorry, Miss Heidi is hearing the dogs across the street and has to put her 2 cents in, of course. So after we get these all glued down, I did use a combination of that super glue, wood glue from the Dollar Tree, and a little bit of my high temp wood glue, which I like to use the, oh, what is that glue called? I'm going to have a brain fart right now. I'm pretty sure I'll remember it later. Gorilla Glue. So I'm using some Waverly wax here, like an antiquing wax, and I just do 1 coat all around the entire thing. And I do a little wipey, but I kind of let it soak in a little bit before I do the wiping, because I like the darker stain look versus the lighter stain. So that's what I'm doing here. And I just want to say, Jackie, you're amazing. I really loved this craft that you made, and you just sparked a vision in me to see a milk can. This is it. And I think I forgot to slow down a little bit of my video this time, so I'm so sorry that it's a little bit longer than usual. I'm pressed for time right now. I did have a friend that needed me and my husband's help. We're going to go help him clean his parents' bread and breakfast. So I don't have time to redo my video right now or slow it down or anything like that. So forgive me. But here's that little jar. It came from Panama City, Florida. And it had like little sand and shells in it. I did keep the sand and shells. I'm pretty sure I'll probably use that in another DIY in the future. Although this year I have not made any of coastal decor, which I really want to, because my bathroom is done in coastal decor for remembrance for my mother. Kind of brings back a lot of the times I spent with my mother in Florida. So I do need to make some more cute stuff and fill up my walls in the bathroom downstairs. Although that is my son's bathroom and it's a bit scary sometimes in there. Okay, so I painted the little milk jug, or the little whatever, and made it into my little milk jug. And then I'm using these transfers from the Dollar Tree. I really wanted to use that Highland cow in the middle, but it was way too big, so that's okay. We're just going to use the little cow. Super cute. I love how this turned out. I was having a little bit of difficulty trying to get it to stick, and then I used my glue stick and it started to work. So there's that. The paint, when painting this on 3 coats, it kind of made it thick and funky looking. So, but it still looks so cute. It looks like an old milk jug that's like starting to chip in some places. And then I had one spot in the knee of the cow that just did not take the sticky, or the whatever that is, the transfer. So I just used my black little pen there and made a few dots and covered that up. Can't even tell. Now here I probably should have, okay, I'm going to do the ribbon first to kind of hide the lines from the Jenga blocks here, to kind of make it look like it's just one solid piece like this. I did use a little bit of wood glue because, you know, sometimes hot glue just is not very efficient and it can just pop off, especially when using it with wax. So I did use a little bit of the wood glue here as well. And I was having a little bit of issues with my Cricut scissors because they're not really meant for cutting fabric. And I did it again. I should be grabbing my other scissors. Which I think I do actually grab the other ones. But look at this, super cute already. And I absolutely loved hers. Hers was so cute. Yeah, here I am. I'm like, this is not working. Grab my heavy duty Menard scissors here. But I will have Jackie's cute little, her video also linked down in my description box so you guys can go watch it. Her video was a mega video, and it was like at the end of the video, so you'll have to go check it out. But isn't this so cute? I just love it. Oh my goodness. This is so amazing. But I wasn't done yet. I had to add those cute little sunflowers in there. Oh, yes. This is so adorbs. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and hop into the next project, project number 3. I chose my friend Megan from the Crafty Quinn. She is also an amazing crafter, you guys. She hasn't been on YouTube for a while, but she'll be back, so don't lose hope, okay? She'll be back. And I chose this cute little, what are these called? Why am I having a brain fart right now? They're windows, I know that, but I'm pretty sure they're called something, and I can't think of it right now. Hers was a lot wider and bigger. I couldn't find those. This is the only one I could find, so we're going to make it happen. I have a bunch of these actually in my stash. I think I have 2 more, a white one and a black one. So we'll have to figure out something to do with those other ones later as well. I did try to go look for the ones that she actually had in her video, and I could not find it. I also seen my friend Jackie in Crafting in Mimi's World. She also did something kind of similar to this as well. So I will actually link both of those videos down in the description box so you can go watch both of them, because they are amazing and I just love them. Okay guys, now I'm just using some glue, and here you just want to make sure that when doing the glue, you want to like do it outwards, like around and then outwards, so you don't get glue all around the sides and stuff. But right now I'm just smearing it down here, like so, like this. Super amazing. Okay, and then we'll just, I was like, let me line it up where you can see the little stuff through the windows here, like this. And then I noticed the back didn't go all the way, which that was a bummer. But I also didn't like how the back was looking either. So I'll show you how I fixed that here in a little bit to make this look more high end in case, you know, I ever want to sell it. I do plan on getting my garage completely cleaned up this year. Hopefully by next year, this time, my channel grows and I can put out ads when Sturgis comes around and actually have people come to my house and have a little shop open in my garage of me selling all my craft supplies. So, or not supplies, but DIYs, I guess you would say. All the ones that make the cut anyways. So now I'm just going to go ahead and remove this hardware, and I have like pieces of this, ooh, I don't remember what that stuff is called, I'm sorry. But I just hooked 2 pieces together to itself, and I'm going to use some more of those cute little sunflowers because I'm in love with them. They're cute little paper sunflowers. They're just adorable. I'm going to have to get me some more of those soon because that's probably something I will be crafting with quite often. So hope you like sunflowers, obviously. I'm a sunflower lover. You guys, we did get a little bit of my garage cleaned up this weekend. We got 2 loads put into the truck. We have like 10 years of buildup in there. Plus my husband has another vehicle in there. When he first moved in this house, before I even met him, he had a truckload of somebody else's garbage as well, like a mountain of it in the back of his truck, and his truck broke down, the tires went flat, and it's been sitting in there for a very long time. So not only do we have our trash build up, we have somebody else's trash too. So we're trying to get that all nice and cleaned, and I do live out in the country, and that kind of stuff starts, mice like that stuff, and it freaks me out. So we're getting that cleaned up really fast. So mice don't have a place to gather within the trash in the back of the truck and all around the truck. And we got a lot done. My 2 kids helped us get a lot of that cleaned up. We also live in a windy state where it's like 60 mile hours of wind quite a bit. So our yard always collects lots of other people's trash as well. Plus we had like a bunch of broken stuff, like our kids' broken bikes growing up.